again, and welcome back to Video Diaries, High School Video Diaries with me. So it is now the first week of school. It is Monday, currently, and right now I'm working on vocab. Yay, I hate vocab. But I'm working on it for my history class. I got finished with my math homework in study hall, and I don't really have any other homework because some of my classes didn't get to where they needed to be, so we ended up not getting homework, which is gonna suck tomorrow, but that's okay. So yeah, so what we're going to be talking about today is the fact that for some reason the freshmen think I'm an upperclassman. Now, I just kind of wanted to say, just kind of address it in like a video kind of form that I am a freshman, hence why it's the freshman video, high school video diaries. And I just think it's hilarious that there's people that think I'm an upperclassman. I feel like I still look like a little child. I look like a child, I act like a child. I still think I'm a child. So I just think it's funny that I've had kids in the freshman class be like, "Aren't you an upperclassman?" Like, no. Today in study hall, I was having a little bit of a difficulties with focusing because everybody was being loud AF. I love my study hall. I will say that I love it, but people were being a little bit too obnoxious, and at one point I actually looked over at one of the kids, because Amir was being, I'm gonna say his name, Amir was being a butthole. I will tell you right now, he was being a butthole. And I'm fine if you're talking to your friends or whatever, but you don't need to make obnoxious noises. And I even looked at him like, hey, I'm fine if you talk to your friends, but I'm like, will you please stop making obnoxious noises? Like, I don't need to hear, every, like, freaking, every so often, like, it was almost every 5 seconds at some points, and I was like, just, I'm fine if you talk to your friends, just don't make weird noises. And I actually went up to, the lady that, runs study hall, and I was like, hey, is it okay if I change seats? Because I was like, I need to focus because I'm so close to getting done with this, and I want to get math done before I go home, so I don't have to worry about math, so it's over and done with. And I like being in a little cafeteria. I like the sounds. It makes me feel a little bit more serenity there, knowing that there's people there, and it kind of like gives me time to like listen, but then also focus. I don't know, there's something with people talking and that I'm okay with it. I don't want utterly silence, but sometimes I need it. But I went and I changed seats, and I ended up sitting in front of these two boys that I glared at the one yesterday because, or Monday, or Friday, because I thought he threw a piece of paper, like he was aiming at me, and he was looking at me, so my assumption, he was the one that was throwing it, so I gave him like a little glare, and I was like, really? And he was like, what? And then he'll talk about me like I'm not even there, like I'm a ghost. So I was like, okay, so I ended up sitting behind them, and at one point I looked up because he said something weird, so I kind of gave him a dirty look, because I was like, really? I don't remember what he had said it, but I gave him kind of like a dirty look, because I was like, really? You're a freshman. And at one point, he was like, there, she did it again, she gave me a dirty look again, and I did nothing wrong. I'm like, you were being annoying, that's what you were doing. So, I kind of gave him a dirty look. He's like, yeah, she's giving me the death stare again. And I was like, death stare? Where's the death stare coming in? I just kind of glared at you because you were being annoying. And he's talking to his friend, and I'm like, I'm in front of you. I'm behind you. I'm like, I can hear everything you're saying. Sorry, my lighting turned off. I can hear everything you're saying. Like, okay. And then the cafeteria lady came over, and she's like, oh yeah, if you want to go sit with the 10th graders, you can. So it's a little bit quieter over there, because they were actually over there working. It wasn't like the freshmen who were like, most of them were. Some of them were actually working. And I was like, oh, thank you, but I just finished what I needed to. Thank you, though. And, I would definitely go over there maybe tomorrow, or I'll go to the library. Then, that kid was like, he was like, you're a freshman? He's like, what middle school did you go to? I'm like, I went up in Aurora. It's a half an hour away. He's like, oh. He's like, I thought you were in 10th grade. I was like, okay. It's like, why does everybody think I'm a 10th grader? I've had so many people be like, are you sure you're a freshman? I'm like, yes, I'm a freshman. Or I've had people like ask me if I'm a 10th grader or an upperclassman. I'm like, no, I'm a freshman. I'm not there yet. So I've been having some issues with that, and it was just weird. And then at one point, after I gave that kid a glare, he said, I don't like playing games, but my friend over here, I think his name was Matthew or whatever, he's like, he likes playing games. I was like, okay, good for you. I'm not playing games. Not yet, at least. You'll know when I'm playing games. But that is my little story for some reason everybody thinks I'm an upperclassman. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video diary. And I'll see you guys next time with another video diary.